Hey guys, welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews and thanks for joining me on a Saturday. Today I've got a brand you have never heard of. It's pronounced Favre Leuba, like Brett Favre, the quarterback. It's actually the second oldest watch brand in the world after Blancpain. It was sold in the 80s due to the quartz crisis. Then it was owned by the Tata Group. They make Indian cars, by the way. And they relaunched in 2023 under a different ownership. It's an interesting company. It's an interesting watch. I'm not going to read you off the model number because it's way too long. Anyway, let's check it out. Guys, check out my new website, www.maverickwatchreviews.com. I do have a coupon code for 20% off your entire order. I've got a couple rare G-Shocks on there. I've got some other stuff. I'm trying to add as much stuff as I possibly can. So head on over to www.maverickwatchreviews.com. And if you want that coupon code, email me and we'll see if we can work something out for you. Also, check out my Amazon shopping channel after the video. If you like any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel, I've got hundreds of watches over there. So head on over to Amazon and check that out if you like. So I guess this is I keep wanting to say Favre Leuba packaging. So you got your outer sleeve here. Take this off. Got your inner box. There we go. Get this stuff out of the way. It's like this, I don't really know how to explain it. This box is like textured, like, you know that fabric you see on some watch straps? I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it down on the bottom of the screen. Anyway, you got some Velcro closures. Actually, you got the logo right there. The Favre Leuba logo right there. Sailcloth, that's what I was trying to say, sailcloth. All right. Interesting company, man. Second oldest watch brand in the world. Pretty cool. So there you go. There's your first kind of look. There's Favre Leuba's logo, 1737. Good grief. Blancpain was founded just 2 years earlier in 1735. So anyway, you also get a rubber strap. There you go. Nice little strap there. Cleaning cloth. Here is your warranty card. And of course, here is the watch. Let me see if I can wiggle it out of here. There you go. There's your first real look at it. I love that sandwich dial. That's really cool. So all the indexes, there are no actual indexes on the dial itself. They're cutouts. And I guess there's another sub dial underneath the regular dial that's fully lumed. And that's how you see the lume on these kind of like index cutouts, I guess. Really interesting. All right, let me go ahead and take it off the pillow and get this stuff out of the way. And we'll talk about this thing. I've heard of this brand for years. I've always wanted to check them out and see if they're any good. And I can first and foremost tell you, this is a very nice watch. I mean, it's a $3,000 watch. It is not cheap, but it is definitely well built. Is it the most interesting watch I've ever reviewed? No. Is it the best looking? No. It's not ugly by any means. It just isn't like super interesting to me, other than the fact that it's got the sandwich dial, which I think is pretty cool. But it's not, it's just not visually as exciting as some other brands. But it's really subdued. It's very well made. And I like it. I really do like it. Absolutely like it. I mean, when I, bend over backwards to buy one over maybe a different brand, probably not. It does have obviously a ton of heritage. And again, it feels absolutely rock solid. So as usual, I'll go to, tell you all the specs down there in the description field. I'll give you a couple basic specs. You're looking at a 40 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 12.69 millimeters thick. And it's 300 meters water resistant, all that good stuff. Anyway, check down there in the description field if you want to nerd out and see all the specs of the watch. Again, really nice looking watch. It kind of harkens back to those 50s and 60s designs. It's kind of like a reinterpretation of one of their early models. It's a good looking watch, man. It's just not, to me personally, Visually, it's not as exciting as maybe some other brands. So again, you got the cutouts there for the indexes. You got the Favre Leuba logo right there above 6. You have a circular date window, which is actually very legible and very well done. You also have these like extra lines at 12, 3, 6, and 9 that kind of go into the center of the case. Really interesting. And wait till you see the lume on this thing, man. This thing's got fantastic lume. Nice 120 click unidirectional bezel. Really nice. Absolutely no back play. Let me turn it here so you can see it. Lines up perfectly like I would expect it to for a $3,000 watch. Really nice. Nice ceramic bezel. Nice super smooth screw down crown. Wow, that is really smooth. Nice crown pop. Very well. Nice. See if I can screw it back in. There we go. Very nice. Wow, that's a super smooth crown, guys. There we go. Let me wipe this thing off real quick. There we go. So you're looking at mostly brush surfaces. You have some polished center links right here. It's kind of like a Jubilee in a way. Not quite, but it's kind of Jubilee-ish. Butterfly clasp, not a big fan of butterfly clasps, I never have been, but it's very well done. This one's actually super comfortable on the wrist, by the way. Highly polished. There you go. Caseback. There you go. See-through caseback. You have sapphire front and back for the caseback. Now this movement is a Joux-Perret caliber LJP-G100, so it's not an in-house movement. It does have a 68-hour power reserve, which is very nice. Quick release on the bracelet, which is cool, so you can pop on that rubber strap. Wow, that's a really good looking. You can look at Côte de Genève on there, the Geneva striping on the rotor and the base plate. Wow, it's a good looking watch, man. It's a very well made watch for sure. Very, very nice. Again, I wanted to review one of these for forever, but I just never got around to it. I don't know why. And I'm sure a lot of y'all have no idea who this brand is, have never heard of them before. Again, they're not as prominent as some of the other Swiss brands, obviously, because you had never heard of them. I guess I learned about them probably, I don't know, 5 years ago or something like that. I mean, their designs, they don't really, to me personally, they don't have any iconic designs. I guess maybe this is one of the most iconic designs. Like, you know, the Rolex has the Submariner. AP has the Royal Oak. You know, Omega has the Seamaster. You know, all that. I guess this is their iconic design, I guess. Not quite sure. It's just a very well-made watch. Absolutely. It comes in a couple different other colors, too. So if you want to get one, it comes in a green, blue, and a meteorite dial. It's a nice watch, man. I mean, it's a solid Swiss watch. At $3,000, that's a hard pill to swallow for this. But again, I cannot stress to you guys enough how well made this watch is. Bracelet is on point, super comfortable. Look at the articulation on the bracelet. Really, really comfortable. And I'll try it on wrist here in just a second. I'll also give you a lume shot. I mean, I'm really impressed. Other than maybe the aesthetics of the watch, everything else, super impressed. Love that rotor, by the way. Really, that's like, I think it's gold plated. I'm not quite sure. I know it's not like solid gold or anything, but it's gold plated. Wow, really cool. Really, really nice, man. All right, let's go ahead and try this thing on. All right, let's do this butterfly clasp again. I'm not a big fan of butterfly clasp just because they're kind of a pain to do. There we go. All right, that wasn't too bad. Ooh. Oh, it feels like butter on your wrist. Wow, that is incredibly comfortable. Very, very comfortable. You got the logos kind of split in two between the two halves of the bracelet. There's your Favre Leuba. I keep having to remind myself to pronounce it correctly. Favre Leuba. Favre Leuba. There we go. Wow, that is super comfortable. Holy Moses. Might be one of the most comfortable watches I've worn this year. Really, really nice. All right, let's go ahead and take it off. Let's get you a Lume shot. And before I do that, let me show you the tag real quick. I totally forgot about the tag. There is the tag. Favre Leuba, 1737. And again, this watch was sold, you know, for the quartz crisis and rebought and sold again, blah, blah, blah. But they've been constantly in production since then, which is kind of cool. There we go. Deep Blue Renaissance. There you go. There's the tag. All right, let's go ahead and kill all these lights. And I think y'all are really going to like this Lume. I know I did. All right. There we go. Very nice Lume. Super-LumiNova. Don't know which level of Super-LumiNova it is. So far as you know, like what grade is the BGW9? Is it something else? But fantastic Lume. And I do kind of like how that 12, 3, 6, and 9 kind of jut to the center. So see if you can see that sandwich dial. In fact, let me go ahead and cut the lights back on. Let me see if you can see that sandwich dial a little better. There we go. Really nice, man. I mean, it's obviously a very well-made watch. Very well thought out, very well made. Maybe I would like it better in the blue. I don't know, maybe that's it. Maybe I would like it better in the blue colorway instead of this it's kind of got like a fume thing going on, where it's a little bit darker on the outside, then it kind of fades to that gray in the middle. I don't know, maybe, who knows? Anyway, guys, if you want to get one of these things, head on over to Favre Leuba. They're $29.50, $2,950. Again, not cheap. Again, it also comes in green, blue, and meteorite dials. The meteorite dial, I think, is like $400 more, something like that. So it's like $3,300 or $3,200, something like that, if you want to get one. Guys, that's really been about it for this one. I'm glad I reviewed it, definitely. Maybe I'll review another one. They do have a really good-looking chronograph that I'd like to review as well. So maybe I'll review that. So anyway, as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. I definitely appreciate it when you do that. And thanks so much for watching. And I have another review coming out tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And head on over to Favre Leuba. I keep wanting to pronounce it Favre. Head on over there and check out their website, man. See, tell me what you think of all the different watches they have, for offer. And tell me what you think of the brand in general. Have you ever heard of them? This is really interesting. So anyway, guys, it's been about it for this one. I will see you tomorrow. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.